I think by 2019, basically Generation Z was 2.5 billion and millennials were 2.4 billion. And you know what is the age range for Generation Z? 4 years to 15 years. That's the age group we're going to talk about. Okay, now this is, again, I find it very interesting. So the way we mentioned that the birth rate has been falling, touched the lowest in US, right? There's a good news for emerging markets. Right now, the number of millennials in so right now the number of millennials is, as I said, like 2.4 in 2019. It's not the case in the European countries. It's the lowest, like 16% of the population in Italy is millennial. What to say about the Generation Z? Because people are not having kids anymore. No responsibility. Nobody wants responsibility, maybe. Anyways, so, and emerging economies have this chance. The data says that 9 out of 10 millennials in this world are actually from the emerging economies. So, again, where business gonna flow? What is the right market for your business? Emerging economies. Because that's where you got the movers and shakers, the influencers. Now, I'm gonna present something like, okay, and so what do they want? Stores are closing, e-commerce is happening, they want association, feeling, and everything. And what are they looking for? What sort of brand they want? What sort of product they want? How should I change the way I do my business? Or the way I market my brand? I need to learn that. I need to know that now. Now is the time. Otherwise, bankruptcy, closing stores, and all that, what we already saw. Now look at Generation Y. We see 40 to 25 years, 1980 to 1995. They want to express their feelings. They're very expressive. They want to hear feedback. They do not believe in one-way communication. They want that brand should be talking to them. The product should be talking to them. A survey was done, if I'm not wrong, back in 2018 or the beginning of 2019, and it said very interesting facts. So what you see is that millennials, now 92% of millennials will actually trust any company that support environment or society. So basically, any company which is working towards better world, they're going to support it. Another number, they will be loyal, 88% will be loyal to that company. And 87% will have the positive image of that brand or that company, which is again, better society. That should be the motto. And you see that 68%, which is on the far end, so they will be inclined toward a product which has a social benefit, not just some physical benefit or like intangible benefit, social benefit. So they will associate themselves to a brand or a product which is contributing to the society. They will buy that. And 73% are willing to pay more for such an aspirational brand, meaningful brand. I don't know. A simple brand, no. If I have to spend my money, even I feel it, you will feel that as well. If I have to spend my money, I want to make sure my money is making the world better. It's contributing to the society. And then we see about Generation Z. So the Generation Z, what we find here is that they have because obviously they're so young, right? They have a different mindset. They say that 77% will support that brand which shows equality, because they're very much on social media, right? That's what they see right now. And they want to see diversity in advertisement. No more traditional ads, no more traditional, where usually a woman is even shown in a razor ad. No. Things have to make sense now. You can't fool the consumers anymore. Showing showing a beautiful woman, driving a car, man is there. No. Empowerment. Show them the variety, show them the real reason behind the ad, Then 68% will go for the brands who support society. And you can see other numbers. 61% of the, and we see carbon neutral. Again, I hope you guys learned today that what is carbon neutral. So the product I'm buying or the procedure I'm following or the service I'm using, it is not polluting the environment. That's the most important thing being related to any product. Now, what happens? It's time. You guys know their clothes were not of good quality. They were not being sourced rightly. I will explain that. And what was happening that the youth and the kids realized, though they can have new wardrobe every day, right? Because it's cheaper. But quality being not good, it was ending into the landfill, contributing to the pollution of the society. And that's where demand for forever clothing started falling. And what happened? Back in 2018, actually, somebody made a video in New Zealand of a sheep farm from where the Forever 21 was actually sourcing the wool and everything. And what they found, that the sheep were actually being slaughtered very brutally. The video was released on internet, and you know what happened? In Oxford Street in London, a major protest happened. And people were actually holding the cards, and they said, never 21. We don't, and they were actually asking Forever 21 to stop buying wool from such a farmer. And we, that's what I just explained. Again, you ignore your stakeholders, very soon, you will be forgotten. There's a history of such events. You can't just fool your consumer anymore at all. So, what will happen? Never 21. Do you know that Forever 21 has actually closed around 350 stores globally? They closed their stores in London, in China, in North America, and they are not even going online. This is how badly they are failing you. You remember this slide, right? Where I mentioned that Amazon followed Microsoft, and Jeff Bezos, he announced Earth Fund, Bezos Earth Fund. You know what? Can you guess what happened? People don't like it. His own employees do not like it. You know how much he pledged actually? He pledged 10 billion for this cause. And he even said that he's ready to work with individuals even, whatever can save the earth. But the pity is, where he's getting the criticism, his net worth is actually 130 billion. So 10 billion actually makes like 8% of his net worth. And people, his own employees, are publicly speaking against him. They are walking out of the offices and they say he is not doing enough. The only biggest donation ever done by Jeff was actually, I think, in 2018, where he donated 2 billion to to homeless families and funded schools. That was the only biggest ever donation, or I'll say philanthropy, done by him. So his employees are not happy with it. So if you are doing something and you say, oh, I'm doing it. No, you have to do it enough, more. Jeff Bezos has also been criticized on another thing. He has not signed the Giving Pledge. And you know what Giving Pledge says? That the super rich people should be donating half of their wealth in all of their lifetime. So if there is any super rich person here, I hope, maybe, you need to donate that's what people want. You have the wealth, right? If you got the money, just give half of it, because you can change billions and billions of lives with that money. And I will also add one thing here. Remember, karma. If you're not contributing any good to to the society, to not even a single life, don't expect it back. Never. So, this is, now, what's the challenge here? This is the challenge we have. That this is such a, like, the consumers are changing, the population dynamics are changing, right? We have this challenge that how our brands, how our products, businesses will survive, will flourish in such a challenging environment. That's the question. Again, if we ignore the facts and figures, which and whatever is happening around the globe right now, we can't make it. We may be one of the 500 Fortune companies, but if we do not listen to the facts, there'll be no more maybe after 15 years. Because now the things are happening very fast. So it's not going to take much.